They say the best secrets live in the busiest streets. There is a small salon whose sign have lost its pace. People passed it every day and do not see anything special. Yet, every week, people came from far, by bus, by taxi, by promise, and they sit in one single chair. They come because of a woman everyone called Mama Tawa. Her name is short like a command. Her hands are shorter, her eyes are sharp. She spoke only when she must. She braids with speed and certainty. She braids in 20 minutes, what take other 4 hours to finish. Her style lasted, and her prices are carved with memory. The city said she's the best, but there is one strange thing about Mama Tawa. Every time she finished her hair, she counts out loud, not a small number to herself. She counts clear and exact, like a cashier closing a register. 1, 2, 3. She counts the braids and she says the number before the client rises. People think it's part of the price. So many people accepted. Some laughed, others folded their money and leave. A few glanced in the mirror and tightening their jaw. They do not understand why they felt lighter when they left. They do not understand why after a month, small misfortunes begin to visit them. Mama Tawa's salon is narrow. Plastic chairs sit in a row. There is a single heavy chair at the center. Customers called it a counting chair. Mama Tawa had no apprentice. Mama Tawa walks alone. She moves like she had been carved to fix the place. On the wall, under the mirror, Mama Tawa kept a small printed list of rules. She nailed it herself with a black ink. Rule number 1, come in silence. Rule number 2, do not count your hair. I count. Rule number 3, pay what I say after I count. Rule number 4, do not ask why I count. She posted these rules like warning. People read them, shocked and sit. Some people joke about superstition. Mothers bring their child. Market women came to braid their hair. Students come with small money. They whisper the name of Mama Tawa like a reading. The trick is simple and the result is real. A woman walked out with neat braid and a strange lift in her step. For a week, she slept better. She sees better for days. For a short time, the world seems kinder. For a while, things go right. No one asks where those good days come from. No one asks what is paid for those days. Days pass. Rumors go. People compare stories. A teller said her sales rose the week she sat in the chair to braid her hair. A teacher suddenly got a job offer. Good luck seemed to attach to certain counts. The higher the count, the faster the reward. But there is one softer shadow. A fish seller with 20 braids on her hair got more customers than ever before. A woman who is into real estate paid for 40 braids. She sold more than 2 houses within 2 days. Something was taken in exchange. People who once laughed spoke in low voices. Years ago, Mama Tawa used to be a normal hairdresser. Her hands were steady, but not famous. Her earning was small. She kept coins in the battery tin and dreamt of a real shop, a chair that did not crack, a sign with her name, and the day when the rent would not press like a heavy hand. One day, after the market has closed and the lamps were low, she closed her stall and began to walk home. The sky felt heavy that day. At the corner, she saw an old woman struggling to lift a heavy bag. The woman's back bent with effort. Mama Tawa stopped and stepped forward. They lifted the bag together and set it on the crate. The old woman looked at her with steady eyes. You are an hairstylist, right? The old woman asked suddenly, watching her hands. Yes, she answered with a surprised face. The old woman reached into a small leather bag. She took out a tiny stone and a bead that glowed faintly, like a small ember. She pressed them into the hairdresser palm. Take it, she said. This is half of what I can give for your kindness. Mama Tawa hesitated. Then the old woman added, quiet and sure, there is a rule you must keep. When a woman finishes in your chair and rise to leave the shop, speak the number of the braids out loud. When they leave, the magic will fill you. It will move into your hands, your shop, and your life. The old woman wondered seriously that the curse could only be broken if a customer counts their own braids themselves. Mama Tawa wrapped the beads in her fist. The old woman words settled like rain. Count, she repeated. Let the numbers be heard before she starts. That is the rule. Mama Tawa walked back to her house with the bead hidden in her palm. She placed it under her pillow that night and felt a small weight. By morning, her hands moved with a new, unfair speed. Braids fell neatly and firm under her fingers. Words moved fast. People came. She fixed a chair, hung a sign, and wrote rules beneath the mirror. Do not count your hair. Falls away. Pay what I say. Do not ask why I count. So, one morning, a woman changed everything. Her name was Amina. She came from a nearby town. She was quick with a laugh and slower with patience. She wore bright clothes and painted her long nails. Amina was not the patient type of customer. She wanted to know every details about her hair. She wanted proof. She wanted to know how many more braids remained. While Mama Tawa's hands were still moving, the rules were on the word that said do not count your hair. The rules were meant to be obeyed, but Amina could not stop herself. She watched and she counted in her head. As Mama Tawa braided faster, one by one, her finger fluttered towards the mirror. When Mama Tawa turned to fetch for a comb, Amina leaned closer. She could not help it. The mirror made her reckless. A shadow caught the light. She saw her own reflection. She saw the braids. She saw the numbers. At first, she whispered, 1, 2, 3. But the mirrors did not hold only her face. Something behind her shuffled. A shape-shadowy move where there should be none. Amina blinked. She turned, but nothing. She looked back. In the mirror, the glass was not only reflecting, it showed different faces. At first, they were faint, like smoke in the corner of a room. Then, the faces grew clearer. They were not her faces. They were ghostly faces. Amina gasped. Her breath stole the hair. Her arm shook. She tried to scream, but her voice did not come out right. She stepped back. She covered her mouth. The mirror surface seemed to ripple, as if something under the glass moved with purpose. When Mama Tawa returned, she did not look at Amina. She looked at the mirror and then at Amina. A small, unreadable face, holding her mouth tight. You saw what you were not meant to see, Mama Tawa said calmly. You counted your hair, she said. Amina ran. She left her purse and put her sandals on the floor. She rolled down the road, barefooted, screaming. People watched as she ran. By noon, the story had run through the whole streets. By nightfall, everyone in the area knew that Amina had left the salon and called Mama Tawa a witch. She told her friends what she had seen. Words jumped fast. The market women changed the rhythm of their gossip. Amina's story bent in fear. The following day, the neighborhood called for a meeting. They called out names of those who had sat on a chair. They asked if any of them have lost anything. Some lost their job. Some lost their sights. Some were even with a swollen belly. Some women remembered some downfall they faced since they stepped their feet into Mama Tawa's shop. You must be wondering where is Mama Tawa. Mama Tawa stayed open. She sat in her chair like a queen who knew her crowd. With her shop empty, customers no longer called. People stayed away from her shop. Mama Tawa was summoned by the mayors to come to the center of the market. Mama Tawa stood alone in the center. She had no lawyer. She had only herself. You have stolen from us, the elders say. You have taken what belongs to our houses. You must leave. Mama Tawa kept her head still. She did not deny the good things that had happened. She did not deny the bad things that followed. Mama Tawa stood at the center of the market ashamed. Mama Tawa was sent away from the town. She was banished forever. They chased her out. They led her past the alley and the market stall. They called her witch and thief. Days after Mama Tawa left, the town did not get back the things it lost. Small returns came. A job call came back. A contract reappeared, but many losses remained like empty chairs. People still visit the old salon out of curiosity. The chair was dusty. The mirror still hung crooked on the wall. No one sat in it. This is the end of this story. The moral of the story is clear. Power taken without care for others always demand a price. The quick gain will shine, but they would hollow your life and hurt those you love. True strength is measured by what you give back, not by what you take. Thank you so much for watching this story. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, share with me in the comment section your thoughts, and please do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. See you in my next one. Bye.